what do you use? Like what type of equipment do you use? Funny you should ask. I brought it with me.
Mayday, 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 Mayday.
Hey family, I am Aisha May and this is Mayday.
Wait! Like, comment, subscribe, never miss a video.
So, what kind of equipment do I use? This baby. This laptop right here. You can use whatever you want. I have an HP. It has a lot of memory. It's pretty fast. I'm so bad when it comes to this type of thing. I think it has like one TB or something like that. And it has a lot of stuff because I added a lot to it. The laptop cost me around $1,500 or something like that. I know a lot of people like to use Mac, and that's fine. I'm just not a Mac person. I'm not really big up on the latest technology. I mean, the phone that I used up until I had no choice because my screen cracked through my camera was this baby. So yeah, I'm not the one. I also use these Samsung headphones. They're really good. They only cost about $60 from Guitar Center, and they're really good. A lot of times people think, oh yeah, I want to use Beats by Dre and everything, and that all sounds well and good, but a lot of times when you use things like that, it puts a lot more bass into your track. So when the time comes for you to mix it and master it, it all sounds off because the way it sounds in your headphones is not necessarily the way it's going to sound through other modes of getting it out, like other headphones and speakers and things like that. So yeah, these are good. 60, 70 bucks. And I could have definitely gotten something that was a lot more expensive, but it does the trick. Next up is my condenser microphone. It's a Mackie, I think an EM91C. Once again, not very expensive, around $60. It only picks up the sound really well until about maybe 6 inches away from your face. So the really nice thing about being in the RV is that it really doesn't pick up a lot of sound that's like all going on all throughout the RV. Next up is this toner isolation shield. Pretty good. It's basically an absorber. It's those egg cartons to go around your microphone, and you can sort of adjust it how you want. You know, the more open it is, the more open sound you're going to have. This costs about $35 off of Amazon. They have them that are like so much bigger, so much nicer. We ain't there yet. Next, I have this windscreen. This like takes out all those t and ch and s sounds when you're singing that you don't really think about. I definitely make those sounds because I have like a gap in my teeth. But yeah, this is the Windshield, and you can get this so cheap. Like sometimes they just throw them in for free on Amazon. I think this cost me about $5 or $10. Lastly, we have our audio interface, which is integral. You need this if you're going to record. The microphone and headphones and everything go into this. If you were recording and you play guitar, all of that would go into this. So there's just a lot. If you play piano, that would go into this and you would record through here. So this is what you need to hook up to the computer so that you can transfer the sound that you make into the microphone into your computer. This can cost, well, this is a slightly older model, and my producer that I'm working with was kind enough to let me use it. But they run anywhere from $49 to like several $100s, depending on what you're looking for. Actually, I think they can cost up to like over $1,000. But once again, we ain't there, and we're not going to be purchasing that anytime soon. Overall, it's definitely worth it. The money that I spent is definitely less than what I would have spent on studio time for the entire year recording all the songs that I'm going to be putting out. And I'm going to be putting out quite a few. It's worth the freedom and independence. And we all know one of the pillars of RV life is freedom and independence. So it definitely gives me that freedom, independence, and flexibility. The systems that I use to create the music is Pro Tools. Don't know if anyone's ever heard of that before, but it is the industry standard. I know a lot of people use Logic's as well, but Pro Tools is what the producer that I'm working with was using, and so that's what I decided to use too, because, well, that's what he could teach me. That cost me around $30 per month, and you can purchase your package through Avid. But you definitely need a DOS system or something if you want to record any kind of music. You don't have to use Pro Tools, but you got to use something. I also use Zoom. Like, I use Zoom a lot. We have sessions through Zoom. We create the music through Zoom because that's a whole different topic. But, you know, I actually sit with the producer and we go over sounds and I tell him exactly what I'm hearing here. He puts it to music and it's just brilliant. Dropbox and WeTransfer are huge because you have to be able to send these things back and forth to each other. WeTransfer is really good for large documents or large files that you can't send through email. If you ever want to use them, you don't have to use it for music. You can use it for anything. WeTransfer is not paying me, but I think that WeTransfer is awesome. WeTransfer.com. I got to remember to send my mom the piggy video. And audio movers. We use audio movers from time to time. There's a delay over the internet that you don't really have when you're talking on the phone, and audio movers sort of serves as that, like, telephone connection so that the sound gets to you much quicker than it would if you were on the computer, and it doesn't scramble and everything the way it does over the computer, because sometimes there's issues with Wi-Fi. Oh yes, I must have a stable Wi-Fi connection whenever I'm meeting with someone, but I don't have to have the best Wi-Fi when I'm recording. I don't even have to have Wi-Fi that much when I'm recording if I have my iLock. Yeah, so that's it. That's all you need. Your laptop, your interface, your mic, your headphones, your windscreen, your isolation shield or absorber. So if you want to get into music, this is what you want to do. I say go for it. You can get things, you know, used if you need to from Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Don't let these things stand in the way of your dream. Don't let fear or lack of finances hold you back. Don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow may never come.
How much longer is this going to take? We have to do my schoolwork.